Alright guys, this is Tim Ernst with turnaroundfitness.com and welcome for another edition of Weekly Wednesday Workout. Alright guys, back in the gym today. Today we're doing a shoulder workout, and this first exercise is going to be a barbell push press. This is probably an exercise you're probably not used to doing. You can definitely do heavy weight with this particular exercise. This is the only time you're going to use heavy weight. All the other exercises are going to be lightweight. So the idea is with a push press, you're actually almost doing like a quarter squat, and you're actually thrusting the weight up as you come on the way up, and then you press up like a military press. So if you watch me, I'm kind of like, you'll see me here, I'll bend down and then push up. So by doing this, it's a little different than a military press, because a military press you can't do a whole lot of weight just standing still. But when you do a push press, you can actually do more weight because you're using some of your leg strength to actually get that weight up. So with this exercise, it's only 4 sets, 6 reps, anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. And you can see here I'm doing just a different angle. But you want to bend down and then thrust up. And then each week you're going to want to progress and add at least 5 or 10% more weight as the weeks go by. So this is the first exercise you're going to do for shoulders, just to get that to really build that muscle mass towards your shoulders. And the rest of the workouts we're going to work on more of a sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, where we're really going to get a really nice pump. It's going to build the muscle. This is more like a strength exercise right here. The other ones will be more of a building exercise. So I think that's the last set here. And the next one we're doing a superset, snatch grip, barbell rear delt row, superset with prone dumbbell lateral raise. So this is so what I mean by a snatch grip, you want to take a really wide grip on a barbell, or like a bar that I'm using here, and you just want to put your head on the back of a incline bench to stabilize your body. You want to keep your back flat, and then you just want to row up, and it's going to really emphasize the rear delt when doing this exercise. So you're going to be doing 4 sets of these. It's going to be a superset, 12 reps. And you're going to immediately go on to the next exercise, and then after that you'll rest for 40 seconds and then repeat the whole thing 3 more times. So this one's a little different. This one you want to put your chest up against the pad, so that way you can't cheat, you just stabilize your body. And these are going to be the side lateral raises. Again, 4 sets of 12. Right after you see me do this, I'll rest for 40 seconds and then go right back into doing the rear delt barbell row on the back of the incline bench. So as you can see me here, I'm just going through it here. You want to make sure you keep your arms as straight as possible when doing these, and just want to emphasize the shoulders. So here's just another angle of doing that row. As you can see, I'm taking a very wide grip, and you just want to bring your shoulder. You can actually see my shoulders actually start to contract on the way up. You can see the rear delt there coming out. And you want to keep it as far forward as possible, the bar. I should probably have it a little further forward, more toward my chin. Otherwise, if you go too far back, if you're going toward your waist, you're doing more of a row for your back, and it's going to work your lats. So just make sure to keep that bar in front of you. Here's just another angle. As you can see, just doing the side lateral raises. And at the time, there was actually quite a bit of people in the gym. It was pretty late at night too. It was about 11:30, and actually had quite a bit of people in there at this time. I don't usually go in until about 12, anywhere from 12 to 2 a.m. where there's nobody in there. But it was all good. I was able to work around everybody. Everyone was kind of cool, they knew I was filming, so it was all good. So here we go again. Here's just another angle. Again, you notice I'm not pulling the bar to my waist. If I was pulling it to my waist, it would be emphasizing the lat. But when you pull the bar straight up toward kind of like where your chest is, anywhere from your chest to your chin, you're going to emphasize those rear delts. And it's just great putting your head on the back of a bench, because it really stabilizes your body, and you can just do nothing but shoulders. It's just going to hit shoulders, and that is it. So here's just the back angle of doing the side lateral raises here. This is just a great one because you can't sway your body. You have to keep your chest up against the pad, so there's no way that you can cheat when you're doing these exercises. You want to try and keep your arms, straight as possible. They could be slightly bent, And when you come up, you don't want to use your arms to come up. You want to use your shoulders. I know that sounds kind of weird, but just think about using your shoulders to lift the weight, not your arms, if that makes sense. So here we go, we're going to the other superset. It's a barbell prone front raise superset with dumbbell shrugs. So this is a front raise again. I've got my feet off the floor there. I had them on the floor, but then I put them up just so I could stabilize my body better and emphasize nothing but shoulders. Again, you're only going to rest for 40 seconds in between each superset. So right after this, you're going to see me go to a shrug, and then I'll rest for 40 seconds. Now, when you see me do the dumbbell shrugs, I really like doing those. It's a lot better than doing a barbell shrug because you're very limited with a barbell shrug. You can't do a whole lot. But as you can see with the dumbbell shrugs, I'm actually pulling the dumbbells apart just slightly, and I'm bringing them to my chin. When you pull those dumbbells slightly out, you're going to actually emphasize the traps better than if you were just stuck with a barbell. Barbell, you can only just go up and down. Dumbbells, you can kind of slightly bring them out. So that's why I really like those shrugs. Give that a try. It's a new one that you may not have done. Most people do barbell shrugs all the time. And you could do barbell shrugs. They have their place, but I find it better just using the dumbbells. Kind of hits a different area of the trap. It's a little better. So just another angle of the front raise. Again, I'm using a slightly wide grip, so you could consider this like a snatch grip with these. And what's really hard with these is you don't want to use momentum. You want to just bring the weight slowly down. It's very easy to use momentum with these. And if you're using momentum, you probably want to drop the weight a little bit. You want to have a little bit of control on the way down on the movement. Again, here's the shrugs. See how I'm just slightly pulling those dumbbells apart. And you won't need a whole lot of heavy weight with these. These actually were kind of heavy for me. I think they were like 40 to 50 pounds right here. So again, another angle on the front raises. Again, you want to make sure you're using control on the way down. And the reason why this is difficult too is when you got your chest pressed up against the pad like that, it kind of takes the wind out of you, so it's kind of hard to breathe a little bit. But as you start doing these more and more often, you'll get used to it. But these are very, very challenging. It puts you at an angle that's going to put more stress on your shoulders as opposed to just standing straight up. So here's just a side angle of my trap exercise. I'm just pulling them up to my chin, as you can see. And I just want to squeeze at the top just to really emphasize those traps. There we go. Now the last exercise, we're going to do a bent over rear cable delt fly. Again, 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. 40-second rest in between each set. Now these were very challenging. You don't need a lot of weight. You're going to find that being in this position while crossing your arms and doing these are very, very challenging. Again, it's going to be hitting the rear delt. So here's my second set right here. So I'm just going to keep going here. I actually was able to lighten the load just a little bit, so I was able to get more reps in there. Anywhere from 10 to 12 reps. Very challenging exercise, especially when you're in that position. So next we'll be moving on to the third set here, just a little bit of a different angle so you can get an idea of how to perform the exercises. And if you really want a good program, I have a program called 180 Muscle. If you just go to 180muscle.com, I have a whole 12-week transformation program that you can go through. You're actually able to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. It's included 12 weeks worth of workouts, videos of the workouts, a diet plan, and a 12-week abdominal plan. So it has all that in there, and you can get it right now. I'll probably leave a link in the description so you can take a look at that. It has my life story and how I started lifting. I've got some before and after pictures on there. I've got some good testimonials from other people who have tried it. So I would just encourage you to try that out and see how it goes. Leave some questions and comments in the below, and I'll see you guys next time.